How to not give a fuck? Not giving a fuck, or rather, not being overly concerned with things that don't truly matter, can lead to a more fulfilling and less stressful life. It's about prioritizing your mental and emotional well-being by focusing on what's genuinely important to you. Here's how to approach it with details, explanations, examples, and life application. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Life Q&A, answering the basic questions of life. 1. Identify what matters. Clarify your values, goals, and what truly matters to you. When you understand what's significant in your life, you can better distinguish between what deserves your attention and what doesn't. People often stress over trivial matters or external opinions. By knowing your core values and goals, you can filter out distractions and focus your energy on what aligns with your true self. For example, if your main goal is to advance in your career and build strong relationships with loved ones, you might choose not to get bogged down by trivial office gossip or the opinions of people who don't know you well. Make a list of your top priorities and revisit them regularly. For instance, if health is a priority, focus on activities that enhance it, like exercise and healthy eating, rather than worrying about minor inconveniences. 2. Set boundaries. Establish clear boundaries with others to protect your time and energy. This helps prevent you from being overwhelmed by other people's demands or expectations. Boundaries help maintain your well-being by ensuring you don't overcommit or take on responsibilities that detract from your own needs and priorities. If you find social media stressful, set boundaries by limiting your usage or choosing not to engage with certain topics or people online. Practice saying no to requests or invitations that don't align with your priorities. For instance, if you're invited to an event that conflicts with your personal time, it's okay to decline politely. 3. Develop resilience to criticism. Learn to handle criticism constructively rather than letting it affect your self-worth or happiness. This involves recognizing that not all criticism is valid or relevant. Not all feedback is worth taking to heart. Developing resilience means filtering out the noise and focusing on constructive feedback that can help you grow. If you receive negative comments about a personal project you're passionate about, evaluate whether the feedback is useful. If not, let it go and continue pursuing what matters to you. Practice self-compassion and remind yourself of your achievements and strengths. When faced with criticism, assess its validity and focus on improving what you can, ignoring the rest. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment and accepting it without judgment. It helps you let go of worries about things you can't control and focus on the here and now. By practicing mindfulness, you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings, allowing you to manage them better and reduce unnecessary stress. Engage in mindfulness practices such as meditation or deep breathing exercises. These can help you center yourself and manage stress more effectively. Incorporate mindfulness techniques into your daily routine. For example, spend a few minutes each day practicing mindfulness meditation or simply being fully present during activities like eating or walking. Reframe your perspective. Change the way you view challenging situations. Reframing involves looking at issues from a different angle to reduce their emotional impact. By shifting your perspective, you can reduce the perceived negativity of a situation and focus on solutions or positive aspects. If you're stuck in traffic, instead of getting frustrated, use the time to listen to a podcast or audiobook you enjoy. This turns a potentially stressful situation into a positive experience. When faced with a frustrating situation, ask yourself how you can view it differently. For instance, if a project at work isn't going as planned, focus on what you can learn from the experience rather than dwelling on the setbacks. Let go of perfectionism. Recognize that perfection is unattainable and that striving for it can lead to unnecessary stress and dissatisfaction. Embrace the concept of good enough instead. Perfectionism often leads to frustration and burnout. Accepting that mistakes are a part of life can reduce the pressure you put on yourself. If you're working on a creative project, focus on completing it to the best of your ability rather than obsessing over every detail. Understand that imperfections can add character and authenticity. Set realistic goals and accept that not everything needs to be perfect. For instance, if you're cooking a meal and it doesn't turn out exactly as planned, enjoy the process and the result rather than stressing over minor imperfections. In summary, not giving a fuck involves focusing on what genuinely matters to you, setting boundaries, managing criticism, practicing mindfulness, reframing perspectives, and letting go of perfectionism. By applying these principles, you can reduce unnecessary stress and lead a more fulfilling and balanced life. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Life Q&A, answering the basic questions of life.